you're gonna have to. I'm struggling today. You're gonna have to.
We both struggling.
You're gonna do the charge.
What charge?
Ask questions.
This is your day, bruh. You gonna have to get it together.
I'm trying.
What your parents used to tell you? Fix your face and lose the attitude. At least that's what my mom used to always tell me.
I'm trying.
Especially when we was going to church.
that's why you Bedside Baptist King, I see.
Hey, man, Bedside Baptist is where it's at, baby. You know what I mean? Listen, I got perfect attendance at Bedside Baptist. Blessings hit me from the bed. Same way they hit y'all, whatever y'all go.
No, it ain't the same. It ain't the same.
I mean, how you know? You don't be...
Because ain't no warm body next to it. Your bedside probably there's a body next to you. So it ain't the same.
That's neither here nor there.
So that's not the same.
If anything, I'm spreading the word.
I had nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Are we ready to go? Hey everybody, this is the coach.
And this is the Beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives podcast.
Oh, gotta do my clapping.
You gotta do your clap.
Gotta do my clapping. Welcome back. And we just say before we start, if you like this episode, like, share, and recommend it to someone.
That's good advice. I like that.
Yeah, recommend somebody. So today, I would like to talk about mother roles with a son. Now, I heard this saying, a mother's true, one and only true love is her son. Her first son. That's her one and true only love.
Did your mother tell you that? Because you're your mother's only son.
No. Not even close.
I was like, she was over there gassing you up, boy.
Listen, my mom wasn't not even close, but no, my mom always tell me, I ain't gonna front on my mom. Mama love you, I ain't gonna front on my mom. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I gotta say this. I have to say this.
What do you have to say?
I have to give a shout out to my mother, my wife, and all other women out there. Happy Valentine's Day. I will salute you.
Oh, okay.
What did you got any Valentines you want to say happy Valentine's to?
No.
Not even your mom.
No, it's just
I was getting ready to say not even your mom.
No, happy Valentine's Day, Mom.
Right. Happy Valentine's Day to all the women out there. That's what we want to say, happy Valentine's. Now let's get back into our scheduled program. Nah, I'm just joking. So, it's when I think about my mom, I think about someone that's.
But you was tearing up over there, boy.
No.
I was like, oh man, it's gonna be another episode.
It was coming from a single parent.
Mm-hmm.
My mom raised me,
mm-hmm.
and my dad was in my life, but my mom, for whatever reason, I don't know. I don't know the reason why they wasn't together.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom, we had some good times. And I have two other sisters. Little kid growing up, What about you?
I don't know. I mean, I grew up with just my mom.
Mm-hmm.
My dad was in the service when I was like 2 or 3 or something like that. So the only time he ever was really around was when I was a baby.
Okay.
So by the time I got older, I don't remember him being there that much. Like I could probably count on one hand actually how many times I actually saw my father in person.
Okay.
As a kid and as a teenager, and probably in my 20s too. I probably saw my dad more in my 30s than I did any other time, and that's still a handful of times. But
right.
We always had like a pretty decent relationship. Like I knew who he was, but he just wasn't physically there. But going back to my mom, that relationship, We have an interesting relationship. So like I always knew my mom loved me, but our relationship is weird because we never really had too much in common.
What?
We never really had too much in common. Like I liked football and wrestling and rap music and stuff like that. Like me and my mom we don't like nothing the same really.
So what is your football team?
I like the 49ers.
What football team do your mom like?
When I was a kid, she liked the 49ers. I don't know when it switched.
She still like the 49ers.
She told you that?
Yes.
Oh, well, apparently y'all got a better relationship than me and my mom because last time I checked, my mom don't follow nothing. She just watch football.
She follows.
She definitely had on the Eagles shirt when they won the Super Bowl, and I definitely ain't claiming that.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: what do you believe is the mother's most important role in her son's life?
This is gonna be a hard episode for me.
No,
it's gonna be a hard episode for me because it was so different for me. I feel like so like when you ask me something like that, I don't really know how to answer because I only know how to answer like what a parent should do or what I think a parent should do.
So okay.
All right. How would you answer that question?
So what do I believe a mother's most important role in a son's life?
Right.
So I can say for as I always say, your mother is your parent.
Okay.
And even if you only have you're raised up in a single parent home,
mm-hmm.
the job never changes.
Okay.
Your mothers have one job. Before I close my eye, can my kid make it? Now, saying that, it is what they know as far as raising a boy. But as we all know, the mother can only go to a certain point before the boy, once that boy get older, he ain't paying his mom no mind.
Mm-hmm.
I love you, but it seems like once he hits the streets or he out there, it's, oh no, all right, I hear you, mom. And so to answer the question, one, it's to, before I close my eyes, I need to make sure my son is ready to the best of my ability. Because there is no book on raising a kid. It's so many mistakes. So that's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it depends on how toxic that woman was the relationship she was in,
mm-hmm.
or how she was raised.
Mm-hmm.
You see a lot of mothers, whatever the situation, the scars and the trauma that she go through, sometimes that goes upon her son.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to try your best not to bring those things on to your kid, but it happens.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure, okay, I'm going to make sure my son is good. Also, I believe one of the most important roles in a son's life is to know how to treat a woman, because you're hoping your son will get married.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to teach my son to the best. Everything is to the best of that mother's ability,
mm-hmm.
of how she was raised. I need to teach my son how to treat a woman. When we're talking about a single mother, a lot of times the single mother, and this is a shame, the single mother will pour into her son what she feels as though a man, how she wants her man. If she was dating somebody, that's what she pour into her son. It always, I ain't gonna say it always happened, but I'm gonna go about 75% of the time. When a mother is raising a son and she went through bad relationships, she will start to raise her son how she feel she should have been treated. And that's what she implement to her son.
You done?
Yes, okay, I'm sorry. Yes, I am done. I am done. Go ahead. I'm go ahead. All right. What about you? I'm sorry.
So I was trying to hear what you was going to say in terms of your answer for what is the mother's role.
But I just went on.
And you went on. But I was trying to let you finish because I wanted you to finish your thought.
Go ahead.
But I think for me, and the reason why I said it's challenging for me is because what you said was what I would expect for any parent to do. So like I would expect for any parent to make sure like that before they pass away that their kid is in a good space. Like that's their goal. All parents don't do that, but that's a general thing that you would hope and think that all parents that's what their goal would be. And then you went on though, and you went to talk about how the mother's role is for a son is to, I guess, basically determine or groom the son in a way to which he grows up to be the man that she wants him to be for young ladies, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a third thing you said. I was trying to remember the third thing.
I can't remember.
But even without remembering the third thing, just those things alone, it's like, okay, it was hard for me to answer your question when you first asked me because I'm like, okay, well, I could say, yeah, my mom, just wanted to make sure I was, going to be a good, or that I was going to be okay. And she always did that. So that never was the issue. But I wanted to see what level of the answer you wanted. So if I have to answer based off of what you just said, I think the main role that I would add into the stuff that you said would be that a mother, in a way, will determine the son's temperament in a way.
Okay.
And the reason I'm saying that is because, and I'm saying for single and two-parent homes,
right?
Depending on how that woman acts when she gets upset, or depending on how she punishes you as a young male, will shape how you react to women.
Yes.
In certain circumstances.
That is true.
So that's one of the things that I think is a way that a mother really helps her son.
That is true.
Is she helps to determine his temperament. So like if the mother is always letting him get away with everything and making him feel like, oh, he's God's gift to women and all the women that's in his life, he's going to grow up 9 times out of 10 to be very narcissistic, think that he can get away with everything, think that he can sweet talk his way out of everything. But also if she is very firm with him and or cold to him, or, whatever way she is to him, that's going to be kind of how he navigates.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that part is like very important.
Okay.
For the mother.
Now, also heard that when a son go to marry a woman, something about that woman somewhat, I don't know the percentage, reminds him of his mother.
Yeah, I ain't never been married, so I can't speak to
that. Right, no, I get it.
What I will say is that my mother never, and this is just in general, this ain't even got nothing to do with relationships.
Okay.
I never really seen my mother fly off the handle. Like my mom ain't never really lost her cool with nobody in front of me anyway.
Yeah, I never seen your mom mad.
And my mom ain't never brought like no dudes around me. So, as far as I'm concerned, I ain't never seen my mom like really date nobody for real until I was a grown man.
Right.
And because of that, when I deal with certain, like when I come across certain women, it's an automatic turnoff for me.
Gotcha.
So because I seen my mother be able to be strong on her own and make sure that I had what I needed and paid her bills and did all that stuff and didn't have a whole bunch of men around and all that. When I get around certain women, or if certain women approach me and it's like, oh, I need you to do this or I need you to do that, it's an automatic turnoff. Because from what I saw from my mom is that she was like an independent woman.
So you're saying that when you get around certain women and they don't act somewhat how you're used to seeing a woman should act,
Well, I'm saying I'm not even saying how they should act because I don't even want to get into all that.
Okay.
Like, it's different ways to act, but I'm just saying for me, because I didn't grow up seeing my mother be a woman who needed somebody to maintain and to sustain her life. Whenever I come across a woman who makes it seem like, the man has to maintain and sustain her, that automatically turns me off.
Gotcha.
Because I'm like, well, why can't you take care of yourself? And
Right.
it's not that it's not to say that as a man you don't want to shower a woman or take care of her from time to time. I don't like the women that have that as the ultimate expectation for the man.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
But I'm saying, going back to your point, I never saw that from my mother.
Okay.
So that's why I don't feel that way.
Gotcha.
Where I think if my mother would have been that type of woman, I probably would grow up to feel like, I have to take care of you.
Right.
You never going to work and all that. I didn't grow up in that.
Got you.
Yeah.
Neither did I. So, so now, in what ways, whatever ways you want to say it, in what ways is a mother role, what ways is a mother role different from a father role?
Depends on the household.
Okay.
Honestly. I mean, because you got some households where the father stays home and he's doing all the stuff that you traditionally would say the mother should be doing. Okay. And you got some relationships where both parents work. And so, the role might be that the father is taking them to the sporting events or something. Mm-hmm. And the mother is probably, she might be taking them to the sporting events too. Like you don't know.
Right.
But I really think it depends on what the household, what the relationship is. It's hard to really say definitively what the role should be.
Okay. So when I thought about that, I was thinking of a mother can raise a boy into a teenager. A mother can raise a male to a certain degree. And then the man should take over.
Right.
It's a shame when women use, how do I want to say this? When women use a kid to get back at the father and won't let that father in that boy's life.
Oh, yeah.
And then when the boy grew up, because he never had a male figure, he may be, now she'll come and say, I can't handle him. Can you, well, wait a minute. Why, whatever you was going through, I'm a strong believer in, and it's just the way I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Women, whatever happened, still let the man see his son because he needs that. Or if you say, well, no, then let a male figure still be in that boy's life, an uncle or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. You need a boy to be grow up to be a man. He needs some guidance, and a woman cannot do it for him. Mom can't do it because she don't understand at a certain age the things we go through. She will never understand, and vice versa for the father. And also, father is there to maintain order. Of this is what and a father is there to back up mom to say, yeah, mom said it, then we got order here. Because once boys get older, I told that story. I went to go challenge. Yeah, so it was you gotta maintain order in this whole balance of, if you're able to.
Yeah, and that's why I use the temperament thing because
that's a good thing to use.
Well, because I know for me, as I was getting older, to your point, my temper was getting worse and worse. And at no point though did I ever think to try to lash out at my mom or put my hands on my mom because she made it clear that's just not what you do as a man. You don't put your hands on a woman when you're a man. That's what I was taught. So as I got older, no matter how mad I would get, that never even crossed my mind to do that.
But I this is just my personal opinion. Mm-hmm. I think if that crossed your mind, I think your mom would just beat you up. So let's just Let me say, I've been saying that. I think your mom would have tightened you up, son.
I mean, all right.
Nah,
you just no, you right, all right. Like,
no, I don't know.
I'm not touching that. That's crazy. I'm not going there. Like, no. Like, you know what I mean? Now, what I will tell you is, my family would have tightened me up.
Okay, yeah,
you're right. So,
our family would have tightened.
That's what I'm saying. They'd have tightened.
Yeah, you'd have got tightened up. Yeah, you're right.
Especially my mom. Everybody loved my mom.
Yeah, you'd have been. Yeah, I'd have been
what?
like, it's that thing where I remind. It's so hard. okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you got tightened up. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So,
but it was just one of them things, man, where it was like, that was one of the things that I know for a fact helped to shape my temperament. Because there's been times where females have done some things and it's like, I probably should have for real, but I didn't. Like, it doesn't cross my mind. And I know dudes that have experienced things that to me were way less than moments where I thought I could have or should have and didn't. And I've seen them like fly off the handle and do something like that. I'm like, over that?
Okay.
So.
Wow.
It's just an interesting dynamic of what you can get from your parents.
Right. And it's different from a mother and a father.
Yeah, definitely different. And to your point too about having the father to tell a young man certain things. It's funny because I remember one time I was talking to a young lady and she asked me, she said, well, what is it specifically that a man can teach a boy that a woman can't teach? And I said, I don't know if it's something that I can even articulate, but there's certain things in my life in particular that I know I had to learn through being around other men.
Right.
And talking to other men that even when a woman said it to me or explained it to me, it didn't resonate.
Right.
Coming from her.
Right.
But hearing it from a man or having a man be able to explain it to me in a certain way, it changed the dynamic.
Right.
And I hate the fact that we live in this world now where everybody's trying to make it seem like, we're exactly the same. We're not exactly the same.
Right.
Like we're different for a reason. And the ways that women are different from a man are beautiful. And the way that men are different from women is a beautiful thing. But for whatever reason, people are trying to make it so like, oh, we can do exactly what the other one. It's like, it's not really about that. Like we're supposed to be able to compliment each other. So
right. It's a saying that I heard when I was younger, and I forget who told me. He said, Freddie, never play with a man because a man will hurt you. And that always, as I was growing up, a man say something, all right,
Yeah, you talking about me. That's when the boy was about to tighten you up. Yeah, you talking about me and my mom. Yeah, let's talk about the boy.
We talking about
that.
We talking about.
Yeah, your mom come save me. Get off my son.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
She did save me. I appreciate that. Shout out to my mom. I appreciate that for saving me.
Shout out to her. You would be sitting here right now. I ain't playing around.
So, what impact does a mother approval or criticism have on a son's confidence? It's a lot there.
That is.
That's...
What you think?
Make sure I want to say this. I want to make sure I say this right. So, a lot of times when we're young, we look for our parents' approval. Now, if you live in a single parent home, one thing that a little kid never wants to do is feel as though they disappointed their parent. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So saying that, if my mom asks me to do something and the son doesn't do it, and the mother shows her voice raised, and the kid sees that mom is disappointed or now understand, what, my mom is hurt. She's disappointing me. That hurts that kid. Also, when we're talking about criticism, you can't do nothing right so much negative criticism will tear a little kid down, especially a boy, will tear him down. If it's good criticism, you build the kid up because it's your mom. Boys gravitate to their moms. Young ladies gravitate to their fathers. But when we're talking about a son, and as you get a certain age, you don't want to disappoint your mom. Because at one time in your life, your mom is your world. You look at your mom, dad is dad. But it's something about that mother and son connection. Because this is mom. I don't know what the connection is. I just don't know, but we all have it with our mom. Even when our moms, because I've heard where my mom out on crack, but you can hear it in their tone, they still love their mom.
Right.
And the mom might have, then you can hear it when they sit up there and say, now we talking about the criticism. When they're sitting up there saying, this, whatever they was criticizing that son, you could hear where it was hurting you could hear the hurt, but he still had love for his mom. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's so at a certain, when you're younger, the criticism and everything, you have to somewhat like, all right, you should. You know what? Let me not criticize my son so much. Let me teach him. So, yeah.
But part of that goes into what you were talking about earlier, where some of the criticism is that woman trying to raise that man, and again, that message that she's trying to convey to him is not being received because it's not from the voice of a man or the experience of a man. And so, sometimes I don't think that it's that the mother is trying to be harsh or critical in those moments, but I think it's just she's trying to do the job that really should be being done by another man. Now, there are some parents out there that's just, they just give bad or harsh criticism.
Right.
But I think that it's always more than one reason as to why certain things happen, especially with parenting, because it's not really no book or perfect way to do it. I know in terms of mother's approval is interesting because it's almost like I've seen scenarios in which you're right, like the son normally does want the mother's approval. I've seen the flip side though, where the son doesn't get the mother's approval, and because he never got the mother's approval, now he takes that out on the women in their lives.
Okay.
Because I've seen situations like that too, where you realize, okay, like this person feels like they never had their mother's approval, and so now it's like they either seek validation from other people or they seek validation more than others do, or because they never got that sense of approval, they just be like, all right, well, I don't need nobody's approval, and they just go crazy.
Gotcha, right.
Like, I'm just going to be who I am. I don't care about
Right, you right about that. You right. Yeah.
It's just crazy how, those little moments of a mother saying to you, like, I love you, or I'm proud of you, or something like that, whether it happens or doesn't happen, how much it can change the trajectory of a person.
That is true.
Like, it's wild to think that there's those little words or little terms of endearment, when they happen, it's like, okay, they can take them this way, but when they don't happen, they can take them that way.
And sometimes, as you were saying, the little things of criticism, whatever, even when it may be the son may be looking for the mother approval. Right. You were talking about that. You're looking for the more, or he get his first job, or he made the first, he on the football team, or, playing sports, and the mother's out there cheering him on. I've heard, because I've heard that a lot of times when the man sit up there, the little boy will sit up there and look for his parents. I've heard that before.
Yeah, no, that's real. And I think that's probably like a common thing too, where it's like a lot of the times the mother is the one that gives that
Right.
like, oh, that's so great, baby. You know, that's a good job. Da, 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 da.
Right.
Where the dad sometimes can be cold because he's trying to get the son to realize everybody's not going to always celebrate your wins.
Right.
And so there's normally like this balance that has to happen too with the parenting and with the approvals, because there is a such thing as if you give too much approvals, then anything that a kid does, they think that they're supposed to be rewarded and celebrated. And then when you get out in the real world, you realize that's not how the world works.
Yes.
So there is an element of a father being like, yeah, that's good, but you need to do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying mothers don't do it, but a lot of time when you have both of those people in the same vicinity or in the same household, I'll say, that's normally the dynamic that I'll see. I'll see the mother's like really excited for the son, and the father will be like, that's all right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it. Not my house, obviously, but but I've seen it when I've been at other people's houses where the mother and father are both in the same house. It's like the mother's super proud, and it's not that the dad's not proud, but he just don't show it as much.
Or it's vice versa when that son is playing the sport.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But I'm saying now the mom,
she's worried.
She sit back and the dad is you know, and a lot of times the criticism in the situation is when the dad may be getting on the son, and the mom know how to come and say it's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Right.
It's, you know, gives the soothing.
Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad though.
Well, I guess.
Well, because sometimes as a boy, you need to feel and go through certain things, and when you got somebody to come in and kind of coddle you a little bit, it doesn't allow you to really feel what you should be feeling in that moment. Right. So that's the only reason why I'm saying that.
Right. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right about that. So let me ask you something. So when is it at a certain point a mom should step back as her son matures?
I think it's exactly that. When he matures, like when your son is showing signs of maturity, you kind of got to let back and see when you're not there, how is he showing up? How is he carrying himself? Because, like you said, in most cases, the son doesn't want to disappoint the mother, right? So as long as the mother's around, he's going to be on his best behavior. Right. So if you start to notice your son is showing a little bit more maturity, it's like, all right, back off him a little bit and just see what happens when you're not around. Because what you might find is, yeah, your son truly is mature because when you're not there, yes, he's still carrying himself the right way. Right. But what you also might find out is, yeah, your son's mature when you're around, but when you're not there no more, your son is a fool, like, or he crazy, or he, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, for real. Right. For real. So it's like, I think the maturity is the moment in which the mother should kind of step back a little bit and, just give the kid a little give the son a little breathing room.
Okay. Well, I think when we're talking about the mother step back is, I guess a mother, she will step back when she feels though she can trust her son.
Yes.
If she feels though I can't trust my son in this situation, I gotta make sure he gets it. Because then they go back to, I do not want my son to be like whatever man disappointed her. Dealing with that situation, I don't want my son to be like that person.
But have you ever seen a mother be too involved with a son? Because I have. Like, and I mean to the point where
you think they girlfriend and boyfriend.
Yeah.
I have never physically seen it.
You gotta see it with your own eyes.
No, I don't want to see that.
No, I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
When you see something like that, you start to understand like how it's really dangerous for a mother to be too involved with the son. And the reason I'm saying that is because I remember being around a certain situation in which, like, every time the son did anything, he always had to like either check in or he was trying to like move and she was trying to make him like stay there to take care of like the other siblings and stuff like that. Like it was a lot for me to just even see in real time, because it's like, yo, are you serious? Like, he's trying to be a man and do his own thing, and you always like coddling right behind him or keeping him from doing more than what he wants to do.
No, I never.
It's a scary thing. I've seen it. Like, it's a scary thing.
I've never seen it. So then my question.
And I'm sorry, real quick, but to bring it up to that person is almost like, what you talking about?
That's what I was going to ask you. Did you ever say anything to the?
Yeah, I said something because it was weird for me. Okay. I didn't get it. But when I said it, it was almost like, well, what are you talking about? Like,
did it? So was it on the borderline of we in a relationship?
No.
Okay.
No. No. It wasn't nothing crazy like that.
So
it was just literally,
she treated him like a little kid and wanted to do everything for him.
Right, and he was grown.
Right, she didn't want nobody to do anything for him but her.
Right, and then even when he would like get into like a relationship or whatever, she was always chiming in.
She was. Okay.
But he also would tell her everything.
Oh well.
So that's what I'm saying. It was like they were too close.
So they was like a sister and brother instead of mother and son.
Probably. That's probably
right.
A good way
That's what it is. They're like a sister. They was like, she looked at him like, this is my girlfriend, because they talked, and it was like, well, here's my girlfriend. Her not out and say, yo, this, but
I know what you're saying.
Mentally,
she had the comfort with him like she would with a girlfriend.
Yeah,
I got you.
Right, and no, I have never seen that.
I'm telling you, it's wild, yo.
It's wild. Yeah, that is a little wild.
Cause I used to be like,
they never slept in the bed together.
No, it wasn't nothing like
Listen,
that.
I'm asking. I don't know.
It was not. Well, let me say it this way.
You've never seen it.
Yeah, because I wasn't there, so I don't know. I can only go off of what I saw. As far as I knew, no, it wasn't nothing like that at all.
Okay.
But it was just very interesting to see that dynamic play out in real time, because it seemed like something you would see on a movie.
Okay.
And you see it in the movie, it's like, oh, that's entertainment, like whatever. But then when you actually sitting there in real time and you hear like real conversations of like this mother like really holding her son back, or really like being all up in his business, it's like, wow, this is really a thing. And I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah,
that is a little dangerous. So it had me thinking, how can a mother influence her son on how he should look at women?
I feel like I answered that a little bit earlier.
You did.
So I'll let you start off, and
I think at a certain point when she's all in his business, when it comes to a female, and it starts when they're young, because that mother, especially a lot of times when it's a single parent, she's given her input on how she wants, and I talked this not too long ago, I want to be treated this way, so I'm gonna let my son know this is how I want to be treated. And so you see that a lot. And that's where the mother sisters say, okay, let me mold this little boy into how I want my man, if I had a man, how I want my man to not how I want him to dress, how I want him to think, how I want him to move. I'm trying to control. It's a control. I'm trying to control once he get older and I got him where I want him. No, she not good for you. Every time you bring somebody home, no, she not good for you. If he get a job, or mom, can I get a job? No, that job is not good. Take this job. I need to control this boy, because maybe my last relationship maybe his father dogged me. My son, the mother is saying, I don't want my son to grow up like that. But at the same time, I will control how this little baby grows up to be what I feel a man should be. I won't let him around no man. If my meaning of a man is this thing here, and I got my blinders on, then that's how I want my son to grow.
No, I think that's 1,000% in terms of the influence that a mother can have on her son in terms of women, because she's going to ultimately show him how a man should be. She's going to show him how a woman should react in certain situations. She's going to show him how a man should show up for a woman, because he's going to see that based on how men in her life show up for her. So that the biggest, one of the biggest ways that a woman will influence her son with women is just how that man should show up. I think another way that a woman will influence, or a mother will influence her son, and I don't know if this, I'm actually going to say this and see what the reaction is, but I think hygiene, I think mothers play a huge role in that, because it's like, and I'm telling you just because I grew up in a single parent household, like my mom, like I always had to lotion up, I always had to oil my hair and do all, like I had to do all that every day.
Vaseline was my friend in the wintertime.
Well, I'm just saying, so so you get what I'm saying, like, whereas like when I stayed with my dad a couple summers or whatever, like he wasn't always worried about all that stuff, and sometimes if we was in a rush, it was like, yo, you better get there as much as you can get, because we gotta go. My mom was never on that. My mom was like, yo, like brush your teeth, lotion, do all this, do all that. And so I think that's another thing too, that most of the time the mother instills in the son is the importance of hygiene.
Let me tell you one thing my mom instilled in me. I have OCD.
Okay.
Because of my mother.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
It depends who's looking at it. It depends on who's looking through the lens.
Okay.
So for me and Angie, it was bad, but it became good.
Okay.
So my mom, we had to do chores. Saturday morning, we got up in the morning time. We cleaned from the baseboard all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh, man.
We clean. My mother was a warden. She was come on, you make sure you get that clean with it. And my mom would say to me, you better make sure you clean because you're going to be a bachelor. So you make sure you clean you better make sure. And my mom instilled on me where I would clean it. My mom said, after we clean, you can go outside. I'm rushing through. My mom would wait. She said, you finished? Yeah, I'm ready to go. She said, nope. This ain't clean.
Oh, she used to do the swipe?
Yeah. This ain't clean.
She used to hit you with the, you done?
Right.
What's this?
Right. And there was a couple of times where if we started at, it was in the morning times. We got up early in the morning time. I don't want to say, I'm going to say around 8 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock, I'm finishing.
Dang. That's a lot.
First floor, a second floor.
Yeah.
Your room better be clean.
Right.
Oh, your room better be clean. My mom said, okay, Freddie, you do all the baseboards. No. Every baseboard in the house, I had to clean all the baseboards in everybody room. That was mine's. I want to say it made for maybe a couple weeks. That's all I did was baseboards. And then I was baseboard king. My mom said, okay, you good. My sister was doing some other stuff. Then it was, okay, now keep on moving. And we didn't have dishwashers. So we had different days.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie, you do your, whatever our days was, make sure the dishes is clean. Clean every dish. So my mom instilled in me, make sure I clean.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to where it might have backfired on me. So, me and Angie, we're married,
mm-hmm.
and I move in, and I'm watching Angie clean.
You doing the hell what your mom did to you?
I know. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just looking at her.
Your mom ain't say nothing either. She waited till you go
right. Yeah, I did that. I did that.
Exactly. I know.
Right. So Angie finished. I went behind her, and I was like, I didn't listen. Hey, listen. It was now Angie could clean, but remember, it's already ingrained in my mind. That's not clean enough. So I would stand there, and she would empty and do everything. I would go right behind her, get the stuff all over again, fill it up, and use extra because I feel as though she did not use enough cleaning supply. Stop laughing, man. I'm serious. I'm pouring my heart out right there. And I would sit there and I would go right behind her. So
you know how disrespectful that is.
Again. So she was pissed off. And we had a conversation. And I said, listen, Angie, from here on out, only place I want you to clean is the bathroom. I will clean everything else. I had to think about cleaning the bathroom. I will not clean the bathroom.
Even when you was a kid?
I had to. But when I got older, I was like, oh, no, I'm not. Now, when I was a bachelor on my own, I got to clean that.
Right.
But no. I said, I will take care of everything else. I don't want you washing clothes. I don't want you doing none of that.
Mm-hmm.
I will take care of that because it's ingrained in me. This is what I do.
Right.
So Angie said, all right. I'll wash your clothes. And I messed up her sweater. She was like, Mr. Cleaner.
Mr. Cleaner.
What is this? And I looked. Now, I know I wash it. Oh, no, ain't that your... That's not mine. She said, she got on her phone. I just sent you the link. You need to go buy another one. I'm like, oh.
That's crazy.
So it taught me, okay, Freddie, you wash clothes, but you blended the... So, you know what I mean? But back to what we were talking about, me cleaning was something that was just, it was just forced.
But that kind of go back to the mother's criticism, mother approval conversation we was having earlier. Because in a way, when I'm hearing you saying that, I'm like, somewhere along the line when you was a kid, it was either your mother's criticism about cleaning or your mother's approval about your cleaning that made you be that way. That's what I'm assuming.
And that may be true.
Yeah.
But I just did it because I didn't even want to hear her mouth no more. So I don't know what, I was just doing it just to, I don't even feel like hearing this lady mouth. I'm trying to get outside. So I don't know. I don't know if it was.
Your mom definitely be this lady when you be upset. Like,
this lady.
Yeah,
so
one,
I don't know if it was the criticism, and you may be right, but I just know as a little kid and as I was growing up, it was no, I got a certain age, and it was, oh, I'm not clean no more. What?
Right.
Oh no, my mom was like, oh, you're still going to clean.
Right.
And oh, she ain't play that. Even when I was in the 12th grade, my mom was like, oh, you all right, Saturday mornings, let's go. Oh, Mom, I'm trying. I got to go. I forget where I was working at. I got the morning shift. My mom said, all right. She waited till I came back. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm tired. She said, oh, no. You still got to clean. I'm like, oh, man. So when I brought up to my mom, she's like, I wasn't that bad. I said, the devil is a liar. Yes, you were. You were that bad. We laughed about it, but that's just something. And I have OCD behind the trauma of what my mom did to me. All right, so, it is. Yeah, so that's just.
No, that's a real joke. I mean, it's not the same thing.
It's trauma. All right.
Clearly, the way you over there lashing out.
That lady, boy, whoo, shit. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead. I just think about no. Yeah. So
no, that's funny, man. The only thing I was going to say was, as you were talking about that, and I'm hearing that like how that impacted you like to today. I was thinking about like the whole like hygiene thing with me. So I'm like, I remember when I was a kid, I used to go to certain people's houses, and they parents would be like, "Oh yeah, you ain't got to take no full shower. You just get ready so we can get out the door." I'll be looking at them like, "You want me to do what? Like, hold up. I got a shower. I got a lotion. What you mean? I ain't got to do this." Yeah, I used to be falling apart. Because that didn't register in my head. I'm like, what you mean I ain't got to take a full shower? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Man. Yo, I'm trying to tell you. Man. And don't let me go to somebody's house where they ain't got no shower. So once I got used to taking a shower, dog, when I used to have to go to somebody's house where we ain't had no shower, oh, I'll be hot. I'll be over somebody's house like, you want me at the sink? I'm supposed to wash the sink. Yo, I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my gosh.
But it's just crazy because even now to this day, like I can't just run to the store. Like I can't just throw something on and run to like if I'm not clean, I can't just
what?
I can't.
You mean tell me if you get up and get yourself together, you like, dang, I forgot.
Like let me put it this way.
Okay, please.
I'm much better with it now. Like there's moments where I can do it, but if I got time, I'm doing everything. I'm taking the shower. I'm getting myself together.
And you might gotta run to the store and come right back.
Yeah.
I thought I had OCD. You got OCD. Yeah, you got OCD. I don't know what you call what you got.
I don't know what you call it.
I don't know.
Good skin. That's what they call it.
I don't know
what you skin.
I don't know what you call what you got. I thought I was. Wait a minute.
All right, baseboard king.
Listen, I gotta ask you this question. You're telling me, you know, you gotta run to the store. Because you make. What camera? This is my camera here. Okay, this is my camera. Listen. The Beacon.
Yeah,
he makes a very good pie. Ladies, if you're fortunate to be able to taste a piece of his pie, okay, stop laughing, sis. Stop laughing. So now back to what's here. So you're telling me that pie you make, if you forgot something, you just won't run to the store?
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Like nowadays, I can run to the store, but I'm gonna make sure I'm clean. Like I can't like if I ain't brushed my teeth yet, if I ain't wiped my face yet, I gotta at least do that. I gotta do something.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I'm saying when I was younger, like when I was a teenager, there's no like perfect example. Anytime I went outside to go play football, right?
Yeah.
Now, other kids would tell me they like, yo, you just gonna get dirty anyway. I'm looking at them like, that don't mean I gotta go out there dirty. I gotta shower first.
Wait a minute. You get ready to go out there. So you had a bougie mental attitude.
To me, it wasn't bougie. It was my normal. My normal was to take a shower, get yourself together, and then go outside. Like lotion up, get yourself together, go outside. That was my normal.
Wait a minute.
I'm trying to tell you that was my normal.
I'm not going, because I have so many questions to ask behind that. But for the sake of time and
thanks,
all
Mom.
that.
Mom, thanks for the good stuff, Mom.
I'm not going to get into that. We could do that off camera. But right now, I'm not going to do that. But what? You did go outside and play with your friends.
Yeah, when I was a kid.
You had to get in the shower?
Because I was not about to go outside dirty. Like, I wasn't going to go outside dirty. Because it felt dirty.
Okay.
And because I was used to being clean going outside.
Got you.
It became a thing.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Okay.
Not the whistle.
Okay. All right. So, what did your own mother do well with you?
I ain't gonna lie to you. At this big age,
How old are you?
I'm 42.
Damn. I had I had to go. Go ahead.
As soon as I said it, I was like, oh, I know what's coming. He got me.
Yeah, I had to get you back. You got me. Go ahead.
But no, the best thing that my mom instilled in me was, I ain't even gonna lie, it was God, yo. Like my faith. Like that was the best thing my mother instilled in me because like when life be lifing,
yeah.
Like early on I didn't get it. And even, I'm gonna say like 3/4 of the way so far, I ain't get it.
What?
I'm telling you, that wasn't my thing. Like
Okay.
It wasn't my thing. But as I got older, I started to realize like how it works and the importance of it. And I think for me, as a kid, it was always like, oh, pray and you'll get this, or pray and everything will be okay. And it was like, well, I've prayed for things and they ain't work out, so I don't understand. Like, but in my mind, I think my mentality was, it's probably gonna sound stupid, but my mentality was almost like God was a genie, or it's supposed to be like a genie.
I'm not going.
You get what I'm saying?
No, I get you, but what I don't want to do is, if you're telling me something, and this is what I do for a lot, everybody. Mm-hmm. If you're telling me something I'm a little kid and this is the way I thought, it's not stupid because that's what you thought at that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So don't say it might be thinking stupid. No, this is the way you thought as of that younger yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you fine. So as I got older, I started to realize, okay, well, that's not really what that is at all.
Okay.
But I still was trying to figure out, all right, well, what is this faith thing, this God thing,
like,
what is this stuff? And then when I started to really get into some like tough moments in my life, that's when it started to become real. And what I realized was that in all the years, because when I was a kid, my mom used to always make me go to church and, you know, put me in Bible studies and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't care about none of that stuff. I could have cared less.
Right.
Or I couldn't care less. And it was almost like when I got to a certain age in my adulthood, I was in a certain situation where, you know, it wasn't really no bright spot to nothing, but I immediately knew, like, all right, let me just pray about this.
Okay.
Let me just leave it in God's hands and see where it goes. Because if I couldn't control it, nobody else really could control it.
Right.
So I was like, let me just see where this lands if I just, you know, put it in God's hands. And the only reason why I even thought that way at all is because that's how my mother has always been, and that's how my mother is to this day, and that's how she gonna always be. Okay. So that has helped me out tremendously with a number of things that have gone wrong or that have been unexpected in my life.
Okay. I think for me, besides faith, God, and things to that degree, I think for me, my mom has taught me how a decent person should live. As far as saying, you can be decent, you can be a decent human being and still make mistakes. My mom also showed, you know, where it's family. You know, you should always be, family is big. You know, our family is big. So I remember a lot, you know, that's what my mom taught me. She would say, oh, go over there with B and Lester. And I would always be beside my friend, but I always understood the value of family.
So that's crazy because, I'm sorry, what you doing?
Yeah.
All right, my bad. No, because when you said family, that actually made me think that's another big one that my mother instilled in me because not only was my mom big on our family, my mom was big on my dad's family.
Yeah, my mom was too.
Yeah, so like my mom used to have it. We used to be on, we used to take the Greyhound bus because my family used to live in Atlantic City when I was a kid.
Okay.
And we used to be getting on Greyhound buses to go down there to go see my dad's side of the family. And he was in the Army, so he wasn't even there.
Oh, wow.
But it was just, she wanted me to have those relationships with my aunts and my uncles and my cousins and stuff like that. And thank God that she did, because even to this day, like I still have, you know, great relationships with them. But, you know, going back to that mother-son role and what you were talking about earlier, sometimes the mother get bitter with the father. Now all of a sudden she don't want the son to have nothing to do with the father. Now he missing out on family that he could be bonded with. My mother never did that to me.
My mom never did that, and I appreciate that too.
When you just said that, that triggered that in me, because it's like, yeah, the family thing is big, but not only was she big on me having a relationship with my family, she was big on me having a relationship with his family.
Right.
And that's a major thing.
Yeah. And that was big for the same thing with you. My dad's side lived down South Philly. So I remember 9, 10, I was getting on the G, going all the way down South Philly. I was sitting right in the front seat, and they knew, okay, here come Freddie. And I would get on the bus and I would go down South Philly, but my mom never stopped me from seeing that side, my father's side of the family. And I appreciated my mom for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really did. So, you know, and just being, just for me, like I said, a good human being. Let me, your thing was showering all the time. My thing was cleaning. So we both was clean. Okay, we both were in the cleaning, the field department. Okay, you know. So yeah, I was a boy. If I'm running outside, I'm going to go outside. I might have to get in the shower and get the.
I'll be out the window like, all right, I'll be out there in 15 minutes.
So listen, I didn't do too much as far as showering. My mom like, no, get in the bath. No, because she said you've been out there. You need to soak yourself. So shower. My mom like, nope.
See, that's because you was coming in there with the dirt from yesterday. That's why you should have showered before.
Whatever I was coming in with. I was coming home.
Yesterday's dirt, today's dirt.
And also one important thing with my mom, she always kept me safe. And I didn't understand it. Because I would be like, dang, I got to sit. When the lights come, you don't know about this. When the lights come on, I'm at the house. You don't know about that. You out 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't me. Okay? So when the lights...
I had to graduate to that point. I used to have to stay on the step at first.
At what age?
I was definitely single digits for sure. And then I want to say like 11 or 12, I started being able to...
I was still lights on. Okay? 11 or 12, I was still lights on, okay? So I appreciate my mom, you know, teaching me to be, you know, I still feel safe. Even though she couldn't see me, I didn't understand at that time. Lights, come on, I need you here. And so I appreciate my mom, you know.
You're not about to out-mom me right now, so now I got to come up with something else. You done did 3, now I got to give a third one.
I didn't realize.
You're not about to out-mom me. So like on my third mom, Jordan, I'm grateful for.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, you're not about to out-mom me right now.
Okay.
My mom helped me to learn how to cook. You know what I'm saying? Like she taught me the importance of knowing how to cook for yourself. Because that's very important. So like if I ever needed to eat, because she had to work, she wasn't there, I wasn't going to starve. She made sure I had the little things I needed to know how to make. I learned with the little easy stuff like oodles and noodles, peanut butter and just jelly and stuff like that. Then I moved up and started like cooking actual food.
I have nothing there.
Yeah, because she didn't love you. Say nothing. Oh, my mom was better than your mom. I told you wasn't going to out-mom me today.
Okay, my bad. I didn't know it was a competition. Hold on, give me a 20 for a second. I didn't even know we was in a competition.
I didn't either, but you asked me a question. You kept on going. That's why I give an answer.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. I let you, audience, I let him talk. I did not say nothing. I said, go ahead, and I'll listen to you. And you said, I'm done. Okay, so I'm gonna give, I would have more than you. Why? Because I'm older than you.
Way older.
Okay, whatever that means, I don't know. So I would have the my mom not cooking, so you know.
I'm just messing with you.
No. So my final perspective on the whole thing as far as a mother role with a son. Sometimes mothers can go deeper than they should. That's one. 2, mothers, if you feel a certain way about not letting the father see the son, you should let some male figure be in that child life as he's growing up, because he's going to be able to teach your son what you cannot teach him. And one of my pet peeves, mothers, when it's Father's Day, stop trying to take that day from a man. We really appreciate that. So that's my final perspective. What about you?
Wait, you said like when it's Father's Day, the mothers be like, "Oh, because I'm a single mom."
Yeah.
I see what you said.
That burns me up. That burns me up.
I can understand why.
Right.
Yeah, I can understand why. And it's crazy because I used to celebrate my mother on Father's Day, but my mother never like demanded nothing like that.
Right.
But no, I definitely can understand that, especially when you yourself are a father now. So it's really like a slap in the face for real.
Right. It's like no.
I get it, like you did your thing, but you're not a father. Like
right.
Yeah, so I got you.
Go ahead.
In terms of final perspectives, the mother's role for a son. I would say that the love, the attention, the lessons, your son is absorbing all of that stuff. And so just be careful with how you're exposing him to all of those things as the mother, because there is a certain level of care and delicateness or delicacy that needs to be applied, but there's also a balance, right? So if you're, like the coach said, if you're in a position to where you can have a good male role model or a male figure in that son's life, allow him to be there in the roles where he can, but also continue to do your part too, and just make sure that you are just loving your son the right way, but not too much. Because you got to let that boy become a man at a certain point. And that's a very fine line, especially when you're talking about a life that you literally brought into this world. And I can't speak to that, but I can speak to the idea of, being a man and knowing that my mother, it was only but so much my mother could teach me.
Right.
And there was certain things in my life that, thank goodness, I had like some good guys around me that schooled me to certain things that allowed me to, be the man that I am today. So that's my final perspective.
Okay. And on that note, I must say again, if you enjoy what we are talking about, like, share. Just share it with someone. Send it to someone that may be going through what we was just finished talking about. And so on that note, I'm the coach. I'm Fred the coach.
And I'm the Beacon. And this is the Point Blank Perspectives Podcast.
Peace.